uh, place to go to try to put these things together based on limited information. There's two kinds of people: those who can extrapolate something from limited information.
So, Jimmy, you're spot on two things. First is that so the hero on his journey goes to that place of death. The shaman goes into the other world, and that's what these Paleolithic cave artists did. Or at least the apprentice did when he went into the cave. When these images where we find these characters are always the deepest part of the caves. Hercules himself, on his last labor, he goes into the cave and he wrestles it with the Cerberus, um, and he meets the ghosts and heroes and monsters of the past. But he returns from the dead. That is also part of the ancient Egyptian journey as well. And in these pyramids, we find caves, we find portals to the other world. And so they're creating these cosmic mountains with the caves inside them. And the Valley of the Kings, they have this again, this natural form cosmic mountain, and they built the caves inside it. And so what were the pyramids themselves? The place of death? Well, maybe the chambers within them they were. But they still had to climb on their journey. They still had to climb that cosmic mountain. That cosmic mountain that we find all over the world. Wherever you go, someone's got a cosmic mountain. I live here in Oregon. Klamath is the cosmic mountain, and Mount Shasta in Klamath is the cosmic mountain. It's to the in India, Hindi people, it was Meru where Shiva sits. To the Olympians, it was Mount Olympus where the gods held. And in Japan, it's what's the mountain in Japan? The big one.
The one Jimmy landed on the panda.
Fuji.
Fuji. For the Japanese, it's Fuji, and to people, to Tibetans, it's Everest. Where Everest, at the top of Everest, is where the gods are. And so we go around the world, you will find these cosmic mountains. What? And if you don't have a cosmic mountain, you make one. And that's what they did with the pyramids. That's
If
what they did in the Mayan pyramids, from the pyramids as well.
if the
And
mountain won't come to, if Muhammad won't go to the mountain, bring the mountain to Muhammad.
exactly. And in Islamic mythology, there is a cosmic mountain that they have a name for, but they can't say where it is. So somewhere deeper in their myth, they've got that cosmic mountain. And so at the start of the show, he's drawn to Egypt. He's drawn to those images that they speak to him. I haven't been to Giza or Egypt per se, but people who do go there, they talk about it being spiritual, and something's drawing them to those pyramids. It's the same way that we pull over the side of the roads to look at a mountain. The same way, if you're going to draw, you're in school, you're going to draw your first landscape scene. Most likely, you're going to draw a river or lake and a mountain behind it. You walk into any elementary school and you say littered, because we're drawn to it in the same way the Swiss psychologist Jung said the two most common non-organic motifs were the mountain and the water of transformation. And at Egypt, at Giza, we find the Nile, we find that water transformation, we find the cosmic mountain, and we find the hero on his journey in the therianthrope, the lion that gives him the strength, the lion of pharaonic power. And that, I believe, is the story of
Jesus.
Neeps.
Oh, lots to think about here. I'm liking this, Jimmy. But this is definitely, like I was saying when you were away during the break, Jim, this is one I'm going to have to listen to again and again, I think, because so much more information, so much more you have to expand your mind now, and I like that. Always like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is such an interesting topic of discussion because you can see the representation of the mountain in across the planet, different civilizations constructing different things, whether they were mimicking what they saw at some point, or whether they were um, bringing to bear what some traveler brought to this civilizations, you know, these different places, these people just kind of showed up. You know, you see these tribes that, you know, for example, the Hyksos.
And Jimmy,
No
this
one-
mountain you've got, you know, Moses goes up the mountain, gets the commandments, you know, touches the gods. It's the same thing.
It's true, and it's just like you guys were saying that, you know, the mountain, it doesn't necessarily have to be the physical mountain, because at some point man realized that he didn't have to physically climb the mountain, that he could actually go to the mountain within himself. And because ultimately the mountain and the hero's journey on the mountain is the realization of being able to achieve uh, oneness or some sort of a spiritual
you
connection, like you're
don't.
saying, because these people had to go high. The higher up they went, the higher their vibration was, the closer they were to the heavens, and there was no interference. I mean, I've been to the top of the Rocky Mountains. I've been skiing on a mountain called Copper Mountain, and when I got to the top of that lift, there was no other place higher than I was anywhere in the United States. And I looked around and I've never seen a view like that before in my life. And so I can understand the hero's journey to the top of the mountain, because if I had to climb that mountain, you know, foot and you know, cane, it would be worth it. And when I got to the top, if that was my last dying breath, I would be someplace that I was at a higher, you know, altitude even. You know, the whole way you feel up on the top of the mountain, Bernie, is
Absolutely. And the earliest remains that we have of Homo sapiens are at Jebel Erhoud in Morocco, 300,000 years ago. A short walk from Jebel Tobakal, Mount Atlas. So, as far as we know, as far as we can determine, the earliest point of humanity is at the tallest mountain in North Africa. And so if people had spread around the world from that point 300,000 years ago, we would retain that mountain in our midst and in our dreams. And that mountain, that Herodotus said, the people never dreamed, because they were already at the cosmic mountain.
Wow.
There we are, Kev.
No, I'm just sitting here, you know, just
I'm
wow.
speechless.
Yeah.
It all ties together.
That's
So
what
someday,
that's what.
guys, after you read the last chapter of the book,
Well, that's our
we can
mission.
actually
Yeah,
talk about
that's our
the
homework.
images of Jebel Tobakal,
Yeah, because
how they connect with these images that we're looking at right now.
that's basically our homework before the.
That's your homework.
Yeah, we're gonna, myself and Jimmy, digest the book, and Bernie's never spoke about the last chapter, and he refuses to do so, rightly, until he's on a show where the host or hosts have both read the entire book. So I think that's the very least that myself and Jimmy can do to get to the even deeper stuff about how this story ends. Really looking forward to that. And you were also telling us, you know, that we're going to do a show about aliens without...
We're not aliens. We're going to talk about the Drake equation.
Yeah, but it's a show about aliens without aliens.
Exactly, yes.
I like that. Definitely something to look forward to, man.
I'm not an alien guy. And so we're going to talk about hypothesis. We're going to talk about the Drake equation.
See, I am
which
an alien guy.
hypothesizes intelligent life elsewhere.
See, I am an
Whether that's possible.
Yeah, I'm an alien guy, but I mean, I'm absolutely, you know, like I was saying about that this might counter some of the ideas that people have about Egypt previously. I think it's important to speak to people that have different opinions, different ideas. Absolutely. So, no, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And the Drake equation, that's something I got into with your good friend. Oh, and his name escapes me now, the young astrophysicist. Was it Brandon?
Brendan Drockler.
That's the one, Brendan Drackler. Now, he is an absolutely fantastic young guy. What a show I had with him. But yeah, we spoke about the Drake equation on there, and he was telling me how, you know, he's in the place where they literally came up with the Drake equation. So yeah, looking forward to that. So what else are you kind of working
Well, shout
on.
out to we mentioned a few names in the program tonight: Hancock, Boval, and Shock. This is a shout out. Let's have a discussion on the Kev Baker show about this. Let's talk about the Orion constellation theory.
I'm
Let's
certainly
talk
open
about
to that.
the
Yeah,
origin of the Sphinx. Let's have a real discussion.
I would certainly be open to hosting that. I can certainly make space in the diary. That'd be good, though. It really would
I'll
be
make
good.
some space in my calendar too.
However, I don't think we should hold our breath on that one. This is the kind of thing where you don't, but it's the kind of thing where people, you know, they don't want their theory challenged, and that's no disrespect to any of the characters you've mentioned there. Again, I'd be a hypocrite because I've gone with a lot of the research they've put out there. And again, I'm not dismissing all of their research on the back of what you've told me here, Bernie. I'm keeping my mind open. I'm going to read this book, and I'm certainly going to look into the stuff that you've told me here as well.
Yeah.
We're retelling an old myth, the story of Hercules, of the hero's journey. I believe that in our great descendants will be on some sort of a podcast talking about these same subjects, and they'll be debating the same issues, and they'll be talking about the hero's journey, the cosmic mountain, and these dreams, and the river transformation, and the Sphinx, and what we've learned. And Jimmy.
This isn't supposed to be on. Come on then, play it. Alright, so wait to play. I fucking guess. Let's say that too. Where's it fucking going? Is that in? It is. What's it doing? Play it.
In the what is it?
Not the Metropolitan Police. I don't work for the Metropolitan Police.
It's the same for Scotland.
No, it's not.
What's your badge number?
It's on my shoulder.
What is it?
You can see it there, look.
Would you say that to a magistrate?
Would I say it to a magistrate?
Yeah.
I'm not behaving very strange, sir.
I'm not behaving strange at
Yeah.
all.
This is not normal behaviour for people to do this.
What do you call abnormal?
This is not normal.
What do you call abnormal?
This man is not allowed to be videoed. I'm behaving very strange, sir.
I'm not behaving strange at
Yeah.
all.
This is not normal behaviour for people to do this.
What do you call abnormal?
This is not normal.
What do you call abnormal?
This man is not allowed to be videoed. Okay? You don't know this man. You don't know what he does for a living.
There is no expectation of rights in public, right? So in public,
So crash your name then, please. Crash your name.
No need to give you it.
You've no need to give me it.
No.
I think you're committing an offence.
What offence?
I think you're not allowed to video this gentleman here.
Well,
without
if
his
you
consent.
really think that, do what you have to do. But I'll tell you right now,
Right, okay.
there is
That's
no
fine. You stay there,
expectation
sir.
of privacy
That's fine.
in
And
public.
if you
I'll tell you what I'll do.
are
I'll blur the number out.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I can't be on film.
Listen.
Listen to you.
I'm gonna.
Listen to reason.
Listen to what I'm
Just
saying.
listen to reason.
Listen to what I'm saying.
No,
I know
listen
what you're
to
gonna
me.
say.
What am I going to say? What am I going to say?
I'm gonna blur your face out, and I'll take your number plate out.
I'll tell you what.
That's it. I know
I'll tell
it.
you what. Right.
I've heard you.
Right.
What have I just said?
Right.
So I'm gonna take your face off.
Reasonable. Right.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
It's better than coming over and demanding. If you'd have said, listen, you know, but you didn't. You went straight to him.
Without permission anyway.
No, that's not the law. In there, you see, the thing is, in photography, there's no expectation of privacy in public. If you were in your house, I could literally walk up to your front garden, take a picture. You could come out and say, "Don't do that." He doesn't know the law. Which is your car? Great. I'm just going to get you the number plate. There you go. So I remember when I get home. Yeah, absolutely. If you'd come up to me and ask me
No,
first.
but I don't know. It's just that you're getting videoed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, no, but
And by the way, excuse me, by the way, what job you have, that's a difficult job.
well, it is because of...
Yeah. Fully agree.
Right, okay. That's fine, as long as you don't upload it or that then without the gentleman's permission.
Sorry, by the way, what was your name?
You've got my badge number,
What's your
Victor
name?
77.
You need two. I need three actually, but two will do.
Right, okay.
Your name and your badge number.
You've got my badge number, which is
I can't
Victor
see it.
77.
What is it? Oh, 77.
Yes,
I thought
Victor
it was a V.
77.
And your name?
It's Victor 77 because I work in B Division. My name's PC Dingwall.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and I'm based at
excuse
Castle
me,
Douglas.
you've made contact with me. What's your name?
Right, we're away now, sir.
Excuse me?
115.
And your name?
115.
And your name?
I came over here to try and speak to you.
And your name?
Right.
And your name, please?
PC Blackhawk.
Sorry, you turned away when you said it.
PC Blackhawk.
Blacklock or Blacklaw? Look, right, thank you very much. Can I just make a suggestion? Go onto the Chiefs website, the Metropolitan Police, and it says, oh, you're not interested, all right, fine, no problem. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a massive walk of shame. I came to an agreement with the gentleman because of his job, so I'm going to blur his face out and his name. The car he was in, so I'm going to take that off. But this was a typical reaction of an order follower. He didn't understand what was going on and what I was allowed to do and what I wasn't allowed to do. So what he did was came up straight away, giving me the spiel, cop-splaining. It took me 5 minutes to remember to take the lens off. She's definitely not a happy teddy bear. Definitely. That's enough. Ended. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a massive walk of shame. I came to an agreement with the gentleman because of his job, so I'm going to blur his face out and his name. The car he was in, so I'm going to take that off. But this was a typical reaction of an order follower. He didn't understand what was going on and what I was allowed to do and what I wasn't allowed to do. So what he did was came up straight away, giving me the spiel, cop-splaining.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing happening now, so.
It took me 5 minutes to remember to take the lens off. She's definitely not a happy teddy bear. Definitely.
Right, I'll do. Let's go see what's happening.
That's enough. Ended. Cheers. Huh? And you too. Pardon? Sorry. I'm getting a bit deaf.
Hey guys, today we're
Disabled that, yeah.
Yes, you have. Have you got it displayed there?
Yeah.
Right, okay. It's just because you're part of the double yellow.
I know.
Right, okay.
Good luck. Next time you might get me. See, always working to find the angle to get somebody. That's why the pigs are getting filmed now. Right. That was an angle for you. Yes, it was. Oh, yes, it was. No, I haven't. If you'd have felt okay about me being here, you wouldn't have. You see, that's the thing.
I don't know why you become involved in an argument with me.
You were hoping we were gonna get a charge.
What? I don't know.
No.
Fuck off, mate. You were looking at the charge, somebody.
You might have a bad experience with the police, or what? I don't know.
No.
No?
No. Never.
Never? So why would you feel that you have to get involved in an argument with me? And...
Because you didn't know the law.
I do know the law.
You didn't. You were quite willing to arrest me there.
I wasn't going to arrest you. I know that you can video in public of people going about. I know that's not an offence, but that guy wasn't happy with getting his video taken, and I know why. Because of the sensitivity of his work. So my biggest fear was that was going to escalate between you and him. So I was only asking you to put your camera away, and you said no, right? So that was fine.
Do you not find it strange or telling that once you walked off to get further advice, he came and spoke to me, and we immediately sorted it out. It was you that created the problem between me and him.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. I never created the problem because that guy didn't want you videoing him. So once he said he was fine, you shook hands, you'll see that I desisted, I totally calmed down, totally...
We'd already agreed that, though, but you were trying to find out what you could do.
No, I wasn't.
Of course you were.
I spoke to my supervisor and let him know the situation.
It's on there. That's what I said. You were seeking further advice.
Yes.
But if you hadn't come over to me, he came over, you walked away, and then we spoke together. We are two grown men.
He asked you why you were videoing this. I'm a police officer. That's what I do. I'm nosy. I like to know.
I know. That's part of the job.
Might be a reason you might have witnessed something.
It escalated.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Well, we don't know until we speak
Well,
to you, though, do we?
no, it wasn't that. So, I mean, let's keep it in context here. I was over there. You weren't thinking anything.
Hear that? We're gonna break it. That's new. Where's that music come from? Wow. Must be that. Yeah, man, TV. Must be. Yeah, man, TV. Well, you know. No, you know. Michael. You heard that? Oops, usually. Yeah. Yeah. See that? You need to fucking read this. Read all that. Find it. Yeah, find it in the net somewhere. I feel right. This is that. This is the song. It's the song that was going with that last thing, which was really like good, like sounding nothing like them. Kraftwerk, 1980s, 78. It was the fucking 70s. Aye, it was the fucking 70s. It wasn't the 80s. 78. You'd see that was. Yeah, it is. She's looking good for beauty, we will pay. That'll do. That'll do.
It's math. Saving time and tedium by estimating versus physically, mundanely counting it out.
Beck said.
What good is math? I gave you time to think about that. You may say that it makes you think better, helps you to think better, but that's just the logic part of it, and that would be true in any system. And if you ask me, computer programming would be a better route to learn logic.
Let's just see.
We're going to tackle the subjects that you learn in school one by one, and we're going to see if what you learn makes any sense at all. So to quickly wrap up the math one, because I'm sure many of you are arguing with me on that, just by instinct, because that's probably the number one complaint that kids have about school is math and why.
Okay, let's sort it.
If you realize all of the stuff that you have to learn with math, no matter how far you take it, it's either building up a fantasy world in which certain rules allow for predicting events that are not observable. It's just simply a time saver. It saves time, tedious, monotonous counting physically. The Edison did of course, when to apply them. If the spelling doesn't match, read, type
things you don't need to know that aren't true, that you'll never use other than to answer questions and such to burst through the gateways and obstacles they set in your way towards progress and power and prestige. Um, if you excel at these things, meaning you're not
fuck
an
off.
aesthetic oriented person, you're not an independent thinker, you're not somebody who couldn't tolerate nonsense, you have this ability to believe everything that you read. It's a special power. You can sit.
Here's a message of importance to millions of people who are continually pale and washed out, weak and run down. Doctors will tell you that these conditions are often caused by a deficiency of iron. The iron you need to keep you physically fit and mentally alert. Medical studies show that 2 out of 3 women and many, many men lack the daily iron your body requires in a form your body can easily use and put to work. Every dose gives you more than your daily minimum iron requirement. We are not alone. We are striving for more. So if you're not getting the iron your body needs, we are waiting. If you feel weak, run down, and are easily upset, start taking iron today.
Well, TGIF, ladies and gentlemen, thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. My name is Josh Corey. You have Iron Realm Media YouTube channel. I want to jump right in and say hello to the fellas that we got waiting on the line. I'm going to jump right in. Just because Walt turned on his camera, I want to say hello to Walter first. Walt, we had a hell of a show this morning, man. I got to tell you, that was amazing.
Yes.
Amazing show this morning on the Ironworks.
Without a doubt, man. We met Shelly Lewis this morning, and if you don't know who she is all over the place with Flat Earth, with truth in general. We'll put the link in the description for the show. Phenomenal. For sure, 2 hours was not enough. We invited her over here to the YouTube show with the rest of the people who are helping produce the Plain Truth documentary. Shout out to Travis of Red Hen Radio. Thank you, man, for helping us get hooked up with Shelly. It was definitely our usual fumbling back and forth, wrong emails, wrong addresses, but we finally got it together this morning, and it was definitely worth all the fumbling on our part. She was immaculately professional. She's had her own show since she said October over there on
FER Live.
See, I knew I would not say. I almost said TFR Live. FER Live, yes, definitely an amazing. I was checking that out this morning in a little more depth. I heard about it when it first launched. It just haven't gone back a whole lot here and there. Paul on the plane, which send the link but anyway, definitely a great platform to go check out as well. But for sure, excited about the documentary. have a new favorite show to go listen to over there on FER Live, Down the Rabbit Hole, I believe on Wednesdays. So thank you again, Shelley. It was a great morning.
Yeah, it was. We had a good time. And since we're at it, we might as well go ahead and head on over to Zachary. Good times for all. Too nice for rice. Maven Johnson, the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. See, I feel like there's one more that I missed. But anyway, that's a whole bunch.
You got him. I think you got him.
How you doing, Zach?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Putting about 1,300 more miles underneath the belt, heading down to Florida with Jack and Fam to go pick up one of his children who is visiting some family down there, and going to stop and visit A. McKenzie. Shout out, Adam and family. Real excited. Hank's real excited to see his buddy Bo. So, yeah, it's been a great day. Put about 5 more feet onto the garden and had an awesome show this morning. So yeah, I'm ready to get going here. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a good time. Gonna have a real good time. I'm gonna head on over to Adam Meakin since Adam's feeling a bit poorly. We're just gonna get his hellos out of the way so he can go back to resting his face. So Adam, aside from your typical post vacay sinus issues, how's your week been?
Yeah, shit.
Sorry to hear that. That sucks. I say as I laugh.
Yes, started shit. Been really freaking busy. Bank holiday, so everybody's panicking that they're gonna run out of milk. And it's ending shit right now. So yeah, excuse me for my miserable demeanour this evening.
That's all right.
I'm done.
Everybody gets a pass every once in a while. I mean, hell, we put up with John Savage on a weekly basis, so you might as well get one day to be a miserable cunt, right?
Fair enough. In that case, join me on Ballbusters tomorrow.
That's right. Adam's going to be over on Ballbusters over on Nathan Oakley's channel tomorrow, so that ought to be really good, provided he's a little bit more lively than he is right now. But we'll give him a chance to rest up tonight, so he doesn't have to participate too much. He can sit back and relax.
Cheers, guys. I'm looking forward to
Well, I'll make you keep an eye out on Skype and stuff for when Kimmy shows up. Make sure she gets in all right.
I'm on duty, boss.
Beautiful. That leaves us with John Savage. That wasn't very loud. There we go. How you doing this week, John?
Not too bad, Josh. Not too bad.
How's
Better than some, by the sounds of things. Nice and chirpy and happy. Not really. I've been doing plumbing all bloody week. So I've got no heating and I've got no hot water again.
Just like no way, man. Stiff
I've got
ya.
a working system now. I've got the wood burner attached to the hot water cylinder. So it's all ready to go. The only thing I don't have is a radiator key to bleed the sodding thing when I fill it up. So I'm being held back by a 4 or 5 millimeter, maybe 6. Oh, it's key. You'd think every radiator key would be the same, or they'd at least mark them with the right size. But no, it's like finding hen's teeth in this country. So I've just spent, what's it, £7 postage to get 2 58p keys. And they're not even going to turn up until after the sodding bank holiday. God, I hate bank holidays. So yeah, I'm in a great mood.
So just clarify my American ignorance. What the hell's a bank holiday? What, all the banks just shut down?
I don't know why they call it a bank holiday. Banks are always shut early and stupid times and all the rest of it. I mean, bankers are permanently on holiday, but I don't know. They deem us a Monday off every now and again, and there's 2 of them in May, and there was 1 in March. It's just, it throws the whole country into mayhem. And there's no point in even setting foot outside your door on a bank holiday because the roads are just chocker everywhere. Because everyone's like busting their ass to get down to the seaside or go to the warehouse stores and buy up all the crap they've got on sale there. And yeah, it's just pain in the ass. I mean, I used to love them when I worked, but now I don't work. I really don't want to have bank holidays. But anyway, looking forward to the show and catching up with old friends and stuff like that.
That's just
I
fucking
think it's going
short.
to be a good show.
See you later. See you
We're going
later.
to start off with some
Big
updates
bang.
from DD Van.